What's up guys, this is Saturday Crossover. I'm back with a new episode of Fun of Naruto with Godspeed Part 1, and if you did enjoy the video, just hit a like, and if you do my channel and like my content, subscribe and hit the notification bell for my crossover pictures. Now let's begin this new video.
Hey buddy, Naruto said as he handed an apple to a pretty huge gorilla for his age. How are you doing? He asked as the gorilla grabbed the apple and anxiously clutched Naruto's hand, not wanting him to leave. I'm not going anywhere, bud, he replied as he returned to investigate DNA. Hello Naruto, Harrison Wells said as he walked into Naruto's lab. How's the research? He said, smiling.
Fine, Dr. Wells, Naruto remarked with a smile as he examined rabies-infected cells under a microscope.
Your connection with animals never ceases to amaze me, Harrison observed, noting that Naruto had a raccoon, octopus, turtle, and fox in his lab in addition to Grodd. Thanks, so how's the accelerator doing? When's it going on? Naruto said, as today was the day. Harrison smiled as he said, an hour. Naruto smirked and said, I'll be there. As he walked away, Harrison murmured, I hope so. 1 hour later, damn, I'm late. Naruto said as he heard a large explosion and began racing to the center, but his path was blocked, and as he went the long way around, he saw an energy wave and was suddenly struck by white lightning, knocking him asleep.
After a few days, how is this possible? Harrison wondered as he and Barry Allen examined Naruto Namikaze. He then proceeded to his hidden room and spotted a newspaper article titled, Flash Vanishes in Crisis. Gideon, search for any references to Naruto Namikaze, he inquired of the AI. All articles are mentions of him with animal research. Dr. Wells, Gideon said. But I do see one major change in the timeline, she added, referring to gaining his attention. What, Gideon, what? Harrison inquired, and soon saw a photo of someone he hadn't seen in a long time. No, Gideon, look up any information on August Hart, he asked the AI, who quickly returned with nothing.
9 months later, wow. What is this place? Barry inquired, noticing a slightly shabby lab with a damaged cage. This is a lab that belonged to our other comatose friend, Harrison explained from his wheelchair. What's up with the animals? Barry inquired, noticing a few creatures. He did tests with animal DNA trying to combat certain things like rabies and the like, Harrison explained, citing Naruto's love of animals. Barry approached one of the cages and sprang back as a raccoon tried to claw him. Who the hell has a raccoon? He exclaimed, surprised. I know right, Cisco replied as he and Caitlin fed the animals.
Barry was about to ask more questions when he noticed a young fox tugging on his jeans. He stooped down to pet it but was astonished when it leapt and kicked him in the chest, sending him flying.
My bad man, forgot to tell you this guy is bionic, Cisco stated as Naruto saved the young fox's life after finding it mauled and giving it experimental robotics. I swear, what hasn't happened here? Barry inquired. Harrison smirked, not much that I can tell you with certainty. So, where is this other guy? Barry inquired. Everyone went to a hospital-like room where they saw Naruto hooked up to numerous equipment, just like Barry. Barry felt an odd connection to him, and when he came close to him, he was shocked by white lightning. Ow, he murmured, experiencing a little discomfort. Interesting, Harrison commented as he noticed the white lightning, which was different from the other three. 9 months ago. Can you tell me where I am? Naruto said, seeing Tsunade. I know this isn't real, or, at the very least, not real in the way that the real world is, he questioned, thinking it was both real and not real. Brilliantly deduced, my friend. It is a place you visited very briefly. Tsunade replied, transforming into the third Hokage. Whenever you used the Hiraishin, you passed by here for an infinitesimal moment, he stated with a smile. Okay, so I'm guessing this is some kind of alternate dimension or something along those lines, Naruto stated, having had some experiences with those. In a way, yes, Hiruzen answered, transforming into Sasuke. So, what exactly is this? Naruto said, sitting down with what appeared to be his greatest friend. Welcome to the Speed Force, Sasuke stated, explaining that having a sword was unnatural. Now I know you're not my Sasuke, because he barely smiled at all, Naruto laughed. In the present, with Naruto, Naruto's eyes widened as he noticed Barry standing over him, and he instantly grabbed and choked him while involuntarily vibrating white lightning around his body. Not conceivable, Harrison thought as he vibrated at breakneck rates. Who the hell are you? Naruto said, his eyes wide with confusion. Whoa, Naruto. Easy, he's a friend, Cisco exclaimed as he and Caitlyn hurried over to try to break their pal's grip. Caitlyn tried to calm him down by saying, "Put him down, Naruto." Naruto heard a yip and hurried over to his pet fox, who tackled him and began licking his face. Barry scratched his neck and coughed. "No, I'm fine everyone, thanks for asking," Barry responded, noticing everyone's attention on Naruto. "What happened?" Naruto inquired as he pushed his fox, Kurama, off of him. Caitlyn stated, "You've been in a coma for 9 months. And you've got super speed, like Barry here," Cisco added. "Do we share the same abilities?" Naruto asked, glancing at Barry, who nodded. Naruto's face then lit up with a smile. 1 hour later. "So, let me tell you, I'm not a fan. I look like a retard," Naruto muttered as they stood by an abandoned airway, forced to wear a weird attire. "Hey, I made that, thank you," Cisco retorted, as Naruto rolled his eyes. "We're here to see how fast you can run, so go," Harisson urged as he watched Naruto. "Let's go, Barry," Naruto shouted, waiting for Barry, who was dressed in red spandex. "Need my own suit," he thought to himself, considering Barry's suit as a bit silly but choosing to keep quiet for Cisco's sake. "Does he want to race me?" Barry questioned the others, who nodded. "Be prepared to lose, Junior," he smirked. As they sat down, the two got into position, placed their hands on the ground, and prepared to race. Naruto smiled as lightning flashed in his eyes, dilating his pupils. "We're the same age, so be prepared to lose," Naruto remarked with a smirk as he and Barry set off, but after a second, an explosion behind Naruto sent Barry flying. "Woohoo!" yelled Naruto as Barry stood there watching him race around. "Dr. Wells, take a look," Cisco replied, pointing out that the speedometer in Naruto's gear was reading 423 miles per hour. "That is quite probably the fastest pace a speedster has gone after receiving their powers," Dr. Wells mused as Barry clocked about 200 miles per hour, much as he used to. "Dude, you're not the fastest anymore," Cisco remarked as he and Naruto high-fived. "You've got some competition," Caitlyn said, smirking while Naruto grinned and Barry rolled his eyes. "Remarkable, Mr. Uzumaki, just as I predicted," Harisson replied with a smile. 1 hour later. "Dude, what the hell?" Cisco exclaimed as Naruto vibrated a spare of Barry's suits, causing it to lose all of its color and becoming pure white. "I need my own suit, but I'll have to make some modifications," Naruto stated as he got to work. "Oh yeah, make yourself at home, use my workspace, it's no big deal," Cisco said, but was silenced when he received a big belly burger. "I take it back, mi casa su casa," he continued, digging in. "Wouldn't be the first time. Remember that prosthetic leg for that white tiger years ago?" Naruto remarked, his smile matched by Caitlyn's little chuckle. "What?" Barry inquired, perplexed as to what had occurred. "Yeah, I remember, it kicked me in the face," Cisco remarked, laughing. "Why is it that whenever you do something chemically, it explodes in my face, or when it's robotic, it hits me, or like with your animals, they're always throwing something or snapping at me?" Cisco asked, looking at Naruto. "Oh, you have to show me footage of those," Barry exclaimed, excited to see them. "Certainly the second fastest man alive," Naruto murmured as he sped away. "Wait, chemically? I thought you said Naruto only dealt with animal stuff," Barry responded, mistakenly thinking he worked in Caitlyn's field of research rather than both hers and Cisco's. "Guy is a smart dude. I once saw him make a little generator out of a toaster, wire, 4 AAA batteries, and a banana," Cisco added with a chuckle, knowing that he had previously irritated certain people. "Banana? What was the banana for?" Barry wondered, oblivious to the fact that bananas had anything to do with electricity. "Nothing, it was just to mess with people's heads," Cisco smirked, as he was known for throwing individuals he didn't like for a loop. "So he's a genius?" Barry inquired, having been a child prodigy in science as a child. "In tech and biology," Cisco smirked as Naruto taught him a trick or two. "I honestly don't know why we're here half the time," he laughed. "Because Cisco, everyone is unique and brings something to the table. I'm sure Naruto appreciates all the help you give him," Dr. Wells stated as he wheeled inside. "So, where'd he go? We're gonna tell him about the whole metahuman thing, right?" Barry inquired, his face a little puzzled. "It's not hard to guess once you know you have powers, dude, along with someone else," Naruto stated while dressed in a full-body white outfit with gold lightning. Dude, your suit looks weak in comparison, Cisco commented, slightly envious of Naruto's suit. You made my suit, Barry remarked, pointing at Cisco. I understand, Cisco answered, glancing at Naruto. You can stop checking me out, dude, Naruto smirked as Cisco locked his gaze on him. Where did you get this idea for a suit, anyway? Harisson inquired, eager to learn more. No idea, I just felt this is what I needed to wear, Naruto explained with a smile. Harisson smirked and replied, Godspeed. Godspeed? Naruto smirked and nodded, like the moniker, I'll use that thanks Dr. Wells, he replied with a smirk. Godspeed, that's your name, end of discussion. Way cooler than the streak dude, Cisco stated as he was given a little bump on the back of the head by Barry. Ow, easy, just joking, Cisco said. So Naruto, do you want us to call your parents, your girls, or both? Wait, parents, girls? Barry inquired, feeling envious of the mention of girls. Wait, you still live with your parents? He inquired, chuckling slightly. Yeah, got a problem with that. Naruto smirked, revealing a touch of illumination coupled with a small glare that silenced Barry. Blondes have all the luck, I swear, Cisco observed as he sat alone and single. True, Barry murmured, remembering Eddie and Iris. Also, never talk bad about his friends, parents, or girls, you'll live longer, Caitlin replied with a chuckle, remembering Naruto giving someone a concussion in a black eye when they talked poorly about her. 1 hour later, why are we here, and where are we? Barry wondered, knowing that this would be unpleasant for him and Naruto because it was a private moment, and he felt slightly awkward whenever he watched parents with their children, missing the sensation with his own. Caitlin was on the lookout for her mother, who worked closely with Naruto's parents as the owner of Tannhauser Industries. Why am I here? She threatened to murder me. Harisson wondered, wishing to get away from this place and Naruto's mother. You're my shield man, Cisco stated solemnly, having witnessed the devastation Naruto's mother was capable of. Welcome to Whirlpool Inc. Barry, here comes my mom, Kushina, Naruto added as he noticed a woman with red hair approaching them. My baby boy, Kushina exclaimed, coming to Naruto and tightly enveloping him in a hug, tears welling up in her eyes as he reciprocated the hug, rolling his eyes. Naruto noticed Barry smirking. One word and I'll kill you, Naruto said gravely. Let me call your father, Kushina replied as she began to hunt for Minato's phone number. No need, Minato responded, pulling his wife and kid into a hug that Naruto welcomed as he grinned. Kurama yipped as he leapt out of Caitlin's arms, refusing to be held by Cisco or Wells. Then he dashed over to the family and joined in on their laughter. Later, inside the time vault, with Dr. Wells, I never expected this to happen, Gideon, how is this even possible? Harisson questioned. How is Godspeed someone else and here right now? Unknown, Dr. Wells, the variables to this happening are due to your actions when you came here to kill Barry Allen and instead killed Nora Allen. I couldn't predict this, Gideon replied. The Speed Force acts in mysterious ways, as does destiny, Wells said with a sigh. Look for any mentions of August Hart. He asked months ago and still found nothing. This Godspeed replaced the future one, so what happens to the Flash? He said as Godspeed is the Flash's enemy. The real question, Gideon, is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze a threat to Barry Allen or an ally? He asked the AI as either was both good and. It appears that this Godspeed is an ally to the Flash, but his future isn't decided. It keeps changing constantly, but one thing is clear, he appears to be the only Godspeed, Gideon stated as a subsection of the article changed, but Godspeed's name remained consistent. Several days later, why are you here? Barry said, noting Naruto's presence at CCPD. Meet your new lab partner, Naruto said, confusing Barry. Nothing much to do at the lab with how things are and my experiments take a few hours to complete and I thought I could help you out here. I always have to have something to occupy my time, otherwise I go insane, he said, as he frequently got bored at the lab and it only got lively with Barry around. Like, is this official? Did Singh agree to this? Can you even take a job as a CSI? Barry said, knowing there were numerous regulations and processes to follow. Yeah, he did say you're always late to crime scenes. How is that possible, man? I'm always on time, Naruto explained, noting that his speed made things easier for him. Barry muttered, his mind frequently sidetracked by some topics. Also, dude, I have a ton of science credentials, I can literally get any science job I want. Not just science credentials, I can pretty much get pretty much any job I want. Naruto smirked. Do your parents know about? Barry inquired of him and Naruto. What? Sorry dude, I don't roll like that. Naruto said with a smirk and a laugh as Barry began to babble. I'm kidding and no, I'll tell them when I'm ready. I just woke up, let them have this for a while man, I'll tell them later. I understand, Barry responded, not knowing how to tell his father. So, see you there. Naruto smirked. Where? Barry inquired, perplexed. Break in. Naruto smirked as Barry looked perplexed. Break in where? Why would you want to break into anything? Barry inquired, perplexed. Naruto sighs and shakes his head. For a speedster, you're so slow, he observed as Barry lagged behind him, unable to keep up as he motioned for him to. A few moments later, Naruto stated to Barry, same shoe size, same shoe. That's too many coincidences for a break-in, he said as he conducted a computerized workup of the shoe. Why do I feel like I'm the assistant in this situation? Barry wondered. We both have our experiences, so let's contribute, Naruto stated, wanting to collaborate with Barry without clashes. Besides, Naruto showed up first. Singh remarked as he walked in. These are some witness statements you asked for Mr. Namikaze, or is it Uzumaki or both? I don't know, he said as he handed some files to Naruto, who stepped over the dead man's body to get to them. Either will do, I don't care, Naruto stated as he examined the statements. Why do we need the witness statements? Barry inquired. It's good to know where they went and what people saw. Keep up here, buddy, Naruto smirked at the speed joke. Are you trying to help me or take my job? Barry inquired, a bit seriously. Why do people always think that when I try to help them? Naruto muses as he reads the witness accounts. Here, a man fused with another man? He says as it is circled, but no one believes him. I know, right? Sounds like someone had too much to drink, Singh replied as he walked away with a smile, not noticing Naruto and Barry's expressions. So, what do we know? Joe inquired, approaching them. Naruto inquired, where have you been? Traffic, Joe remarked, looking at them. Been there, Naruto answered, recalling how Central City traffic could become a little chaotic at times. Perhaps this guy can separate himself and clone himself, Naruto speculated, noticing the irony that they had missed. That sounds cool, Barry replied, drawing a glance from Joe. If it weren't used to kill people, he added hurriedly, drawing glances from Joe and Naruto. Hey, just got the security camera footage downloaded. Hey Naruto, Eddie said as he approached, holding a black tablet. Hey, oh, and we're also looking for people wearing a size 10 in men's shoes, Naruto replied, knowing it wouldn't help much but limiting suspects. Size 10s, hey, don't you wear 10s? Barry said of Singh, causing Naruto to moan. Not as quick with his feet as he is with his mouth, huh? Said Naruto, making Eddie, Joe, and Singh chuckle. Singh smiled as he replied, good work, it's a start. I've never seen Singh smile, so why is he smiling with you? Barry wondered, as he had assumed Singh disliked him. Naruto smirked, I'm a likable guy. Perhaps too likable, Barry mumbled. Huh? Naruto asked, nothing. Barry agreed. Take these back to CCPD, I need to check on something, Naruto remarked as he handed the documents to Barry. Naruto accelerated towards STAR labs. Later. What happened to you, buddy? Naruto asked, looking at his gorilla's damaged cage. I'm sure he's out there somewhere safe, Harisson added, smiling. Safe? Like how you thought giving him to General Eiling as a test subject was a safe thing? Naruto asked, a little heatedly, as he had been absent throughout that time and, while he had forgiven Dr. Wells, the man had lost a lot of his trust. Naruto, I thought we were past that. You took him without my permission, as if you thought you could. Grodd wasn't yours, you didn't raise him as a baby, I did. Naruto said as he was looking into the properties of plants for certain experiments, but found a wounded baby gorilla and an adult dead female gorilla with the baby trying to make the female move, and further down he found the body of a silverback gorilla with a gunshot wound to the head and other parts of its body. So he brought the orphaned and terrified infant home and fed it in order to assist. He named him Grodd because he refused to respond to any other name. He also discovered that he despises bananas, something Cisco discovered the hard way. I know Naruto, and I apologized and tried to make amends, Harisson replied, attempting to sound sympathetic. Naruto sighed, letting his rage diminish since he didn't want to rekindle this conflict. How's the case going? Barry showed up a while ago, he asked, looking Harisson in the eyes. How did you know that? Harisson said, as they were far from the cortex and Barry did not pass this way. I'm not sure. I just felt him, Naruto remarked, feeling a deep connection. Remarkable, it appears you can also sense Mr. Allen's energy. What would Cisco call it, speedster sense? Harisson stated with a chuckle but was secretly worried. Can he sense the negative speed force as well? He thought, as time travel sensing could be sensed by other speedsters. Lame name, and that sounds like a lame power, because me and Barry are the only speedsters around, so why would I need it? Naruto smirked, not understanding the point if it's just him and Barry. Harisson breathed a sigh of relief, relieved that Naruto couldn't detect his negative energy. Meet you there, Naruto says as he speeds away, but groans and grips his head as he takes a knee. What the hell was that? Naruto asked himself, shaking his head and rising shakily. Which Wells was aware of. Where's Barry? He inquired of the others who had arrived in the cortex. A party with Iris, Caitlin smirked, seeing it as a romantic comedy. Naruto chuckled as he used the table to catch himself, forcing Cisco and Caitlin to stop what they were doing. What's wrong with me? Naruto asked as Caitlin ran over to him and placed a stethoscope into his chest to examine him. My Dr. Snow, I never knew you were so forward, he remarked before blacking out, but she caught him before he fell to the floor and rolled her eyes. 2 hours later, you can't yell at me because this just happened today, Naruto remarked as Caitlin looked at him as he awoke. Fine, but you've been experiencing this all day, something you neglected to tell us, Caitlin stated as she gave Barry a look that made him turn away in terror as Naruto observed the 2 mounds of IV bags that were certainly from him and Barry. Naruto chuckled, the famous snow stare. We're not eating enough, Naruto realized. Our bodies have been burning up calories like a powerful engine burns fuel. We're not getting enough fuel in our bodies, he explained as they ran. But Barry's fainting didn't start until today, that's like a week after he woke up, and the thing with Martin, why's Naruto being affected a day after waking up? Cisco queried, pointing out that Barry had a week more than Naruto on being awake. Perhaps I've been using my speed more, or maybe Barry doesn't have a strong metabolism like me from before the accelerator, Naruto explained, explaining that he used to eat a lot but was still in shape since he burned off calories faster than others, which is why he always needed to eat a lot. Or maybe because you're faster. Although I do agree after seeing how you eat, Cisco speculated, making Barry slightly irritated at being reminded he's not as fast as Naruto. Who's Martin? Naruto inquired, switching the subject. A criminal who could control the weather, Caitlin stated with a smirk when she saw Naruto's face. He's dead, she added, noting that it wasn't their best moment, but it was necessary. With a smirk, Naruto asked, like a weather wizard? Weather wizard, nice, Cisco exclaimed, adoring the moniker. I missed seeing the dynamic trio, Harisson added, perplexing Barry. Dr. Snow, Cisco, and Naruto were always quite the team. Everyone referred to them as the dynamic trio, Harisson revealed to Barry. Where's Ronnie? Naruto inquired, causing the temperature in the room to fall both metaphorically and practically as he felt a cold air. Is there something wrong with the heat? Barry wondered, also experiencing a chill.
I'd go fix that hole in the building seriously, how'd you work with that? Naruto remarked, pulling up the building blueprints in an attempt to divert the subject.
Caitlin said, Ronnie's gone, he died in the accelerator explosion. Damn, Naruto lamented. I'm so sorry, Caitlin, he apologized, chastising himself for not asking sooner. It's fine, Caitlin murmured, her voice betraying her, although everyone knew she shouldn't say it.
Don't tell me Snowzuki is back, Caitlin blushed as Cisco said.
I thought I told you not to call us that again, she said, causing Cisco to giggle. Snowzuki? Barry inquired, not knowing what it was.
Before Ronnie came along, these two used to date, and I'd call them that all the time just to tease Caitlin because it was their celebrity couple name, or as some people say, their shipping name, Cisco smirked. How close are we talking? Barry teased as Caitlin blushed and Naruto smirked.
Very, Cisco and Harisson remarked, noting Naruto and Caitlin's open relationship.
Dang, how much action do you get? Barry enviously asked Naruto, who had far fewer girlfriends than someone his age should have. More than most, and not just with Caitlin, Cisco remarked, a little jealous of Naruto.
Why'd you break up? Barry inquired. Conflicted schedules, Naruto and Caitlin explained as they sensed a drift while working on the accelerator, but they finished the conversation on good terms.
Nah, Caitlin had some things come up, and Naruto didn't want it to come between them, so he let her go. Ronnie kinda came in when she came back. Ha, remember the way Naruto threatened Ronnie? Cisco laughed, remembering how protective Naruto was of her when Ronnie proposed to her, threatening him that if he hurt her, he was as good as dead. Harisson laughed. That will be etched in my mind forever, he remarked, still laughing to this day. I didn't think a man could lift another man like that, Caitlin laughed, recalling a period when things seemed simpler when Naruto carried Ronnie like a sack of sugar.
Remember when Ronnie accidentally walked into my lab while I was working with Kakuo? Naruto reminisced as he tested a horse. Ooh yeah. Glad I wasn't the only one that horse didn't like, Cisco exclaimed as Ronnie was booted right in the chest, something he had almost done. Do you have a farm here? Barry inquired, as Naruto appears to have one with all of his animals. Everyone changed their answers from, no, yes, kinda, to, no, yes, kinda. Wait. Reel it back, the fainting thing, Naruto added, curious to see whether his theory was correct. Caitlin read their charts and stated, low glucose levels. Awesome, so we need to eat as much as we burn, Naruto stated, explaining that they needed to make up the difference in order to use their powers safely and without fainting. Yeah, not much different than how you eat now, ramen guzzler, Cisco commented as Naruto had ramen cups all over his lab because he consumes a lot of it like his mother. You need calories to burn, not empty calories, and you need to get your basic food groups, so we need to design a diet based on your metabolic changes, Caitlin stated with a smirk, seeing Naruto grimace as she frequently grabbed some from him. Alright cool, how much are we talking? Barry questioned as Caitlin showed him something on her tablet. If we didn't have super speed, we'd be so fat. He smirked as he and Naruto laughed. I can make something, Cisco answered, meeting Naruto's blank expression. You also said you could make ramen and didn't deliver, Naruto added, referring to Cisco's previous attempts, which had gone up in smoke, sometimes literally. That was ramen, this is candy, Cisco remarked, forcing a smile. Ramen is literally just wheat, it's like cereal, Naruto shot back. I did a few calculations, you'd need to eat an amount equal to 850 tacos, unless we're talking cheese and guac, which is like a whole other set of equations, Cisco added, shifting the subject. Great, now I'm hungry for tacos, thanks, Naruto said as he was preparing to flee. For Mexican, I recommend Tito's, Joe stated as he walked in, on Bruckner Avenue, best burrito in the city. Naruto then ran out, returning with a bag labeled Tito's. Thank you, Barry said, attempting to take a burrito from the bag as Naruto swatted his hand. Harisson inquired, Detective West, what brings you to STAR Labs? I'm guessing the crime, Naruto remarked, assuming Joe's appearance was unusual. When I couldn't find you at your lab, I did some research, and it turns out there's been reports of a red streak around the city, stopping muggers and rescuing people from burning buildings, and now there's talk about a white or gold one. I'm guessing that's you. Joe asked, looking at Naruto, who nodded. Yeah, but Speedy over here can't keep up, Naruto boasted, causing Barry to moan. He's faster than you, Joe exclaimed, surprised. For the time being, Barry said, intending to close the gap. For the time being, Naruto replied, smirking in response to Barry's challenge. You didn't tell him we were working together, Wells inquired of Barry, who shrugged. Anyway, Barry, you have a job in law enforcement, and I recommend you return to it, Joe added, giving Naruto the same look he gave Barry. He has the same look my dad gives you sometimes, Dr. Wells. Try not to die, Naruto warned, knowing the conversation would not be pleasant. Caitlin concurred with him. Detective, we all want the best for Barry and Naruto, Harisson remarked, attempting to calm Joe down. If you cared about what was best for them, you'd try to talk them out of this lunacy rather than encouraging them to go out there risking their lives, Joe remarked. You saw a man control the weather, what are the cops going to do against someone like that? Barry argued with Joe. And you're going to do what? Catch them? Are you insane? Barry, you think just because you two can run really fast makes you two invincible? You're not. You're just kids, and one of them's my kid, Joe remarked, expecting the worst for Barry. I'm not your child, Joe, and you're not my father, Barry raged. Barry. Naruto started, grabbing the Scarlet Speedster's attention as Joe froze at what Barry said. Family isn't just about blood, it's about bonds. Cisco is my brother not because of relation but bonds. You have a bond with Joe, don't throw that away. He continued, emphasizing the importance of all bonds. My father is sitting in Iron Heights, wrongfully convicted. You were wrong about him, and you're wrong about this. Now I may not be able to help him, but if I can save someone from a burning building or stop some armed thieves, I'm gonna do it. And you can't stop me, Joe, so don't try, Barry said, drawing their attention to Joe's heartbroken expression. You think you're so smart, all of you, but you don't know what you don't know, and I hope you're smart enough to figure it out before someone gets killed, Joe added, looking heartbroken as he pointed to Wells and Barry before leaving. I agree with Barry, we have these powers, let's use them, although maybe that could have gone differently, Naruto said, referring to what had just happened as Caitlin walked out. She needs time, he told himself, as Caitlin had a hard time with risks, especially with people's lives, because she didn't want people to die. I'm going home, Naruto said as he drove away. The following day, Joe strolled into the CCPD lab, where Barry and Naruto were working. Here to yell at me again? Barry asked, noting Joe was holding papers. Simon Stagg's head of security was murdered last night, and the coroner took some skin samples, which hopefully belonged to the killer. See if you two can find a match, Joe explained. It can't be a coincidence that Stagg's benefit was attacked last night, Barry stated, adding that he attempted to obtain the license plate of the van they used yesterday but fainted. Joe stated, I'm going to interview Stagg right now. I'll accompany you, Barry said. Your job is in here. Stay in here and do it, Joe remarked as Iris entered with a cup of coffee in her hand. Why is my father mad at you? Iris West asked, glancing at Barry, then noticing that they weren't the only ones in the room. Hi, I'm Iris West, she replied, introducing herself. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, you must be Barry's girlfriend? Naruto speculated. No, Barry and Iris responded anxiously at the same time. She's not? What's wrong with you, dude? Naruto inquired as Barry began rambling as he usually did. I'm his best friend, Iris explained, as labeling Barry was always tricky. Anyway, I'm mad at you, she added, glancing at Barry. Oh no, Barry, whether you're mad or not, she's hot, and you really missed out, Naruto teased. Oh, I'm dating Eddie Thawne, Iris responded, mistaking him for a hit on her. Oh, you really struck out, Alan. Guess you weren't fast enough to get the girl, Naruto added, pausing as Barry gave him a glance. Would you please stop with the damn speed jokes? Barry asked, growing tired of Naruto's insults. Geez, calm down. I'm just messing with you, Naruto responded, lifting his hands, and soon found himself listening to Iris rant about an assignment Barry was meant to help her with yesterday but never showed up for. You know I could help you with, Naruto explained because he was a scientist and his parents had a business and taught him everything they knew. Sorry, but I've got that covered, so why don't you just go? Barry glared at Naruto. When Naruto noticed Barry was upset, he simply took a step back and went away. What's up with that? Iris wondered, having never seen Barry go off on somebody like that. Mr. Prodigy, Mr. Perfect, geez, I can't stand him. I've known him for at least a day and all I've heard is how much better he is than I am. Barry was annoyed and jealous. Since when have you been so jealous? He seems nice, maybe a little sarcastic and teasing, Iris inquired, wondering what was wrong with her closest friend. Did you know he's dating multiple girls? Questioned Barry. He's a cheater? Iris questioned, referring to his dropping. No, apparently they share him and know about one another, and apparently it's more than two, because I only got 4 names from Cisco when I asked. Will Vandam, Kara Danvers, her sister Alex, and get this, Thea Queen, and those are all that I know of. Barry said as he took a deep breath in and let it out. Will Vandam, I know her, she works part-time at Jitters, Iris said of meeting the redhead girl. Damn, he must be good in the sack if he has a harem, Iris remarked, drawing a confused look from Barry. There's no good way to rehabilitate that, is there? She asked, shaking her head. I despise you universe for making me single, Barry muttered as his DNA scan revealed stem cells splitting. That's impossible, Barry remarked, recognizing the cells in the process as he noticed Iris's uncertainty. These are stem cells. They can become any cell the body requires, but they're only found in babies, he stated, shocking Iris. This means your killer is, what, a newborn? Iris asked, hardly believing what she was saying. Along with Kushina. How's my son? Kushina asked over the phone as she sat in her office. With less boring than most people, he's actually escaped my sights a few times, a woman wearing a black outfit with a splash of crimson commented, slightly impressed. How is that possible? Kushina remarked over the phone, you're the best, as this mom watched her son. I don't know, but I intend to find out, the woman replied as she hung up the phone, seeing him exit a coffee shop, take a phone call, and walk down an alley, catching the woman's eye for a moment before he was gone. She looks down the street and notices a white blur sprinting towards a Stag Industries warehouse. A few moments later, Naruto dashed into the Stag Industries warehouse, where he found Barry, dressed in his suit, preparing to be shot by 3 Danton Blacks, 2 of whom stepped to the side. Hey! Naruto exclaimed, capturing their attention. Now, would you mind telling me what you're doing to my red pal over there? He smirked. The Blacks point their weapons at him before he charges over and punches one of them, sending it flying into the other Blacks. Naruto raced ahead of Barry. Come on, we're getting out of here, Naruto stated as he assisted Barry in standing, and the two took off.
STAR, Labs. Caitlin was dabbing Barry's cuts with a cotton ball as he sat in a chair. He winced at the medicine on the ball.
Sorry, the abrasions are already healing quickly, Caitlin explained. Yeah, I had my ass handed to me, Barry admitted. Cisco responded, wearing a light and clutching a handkerchief, you got blood on my suit.
I'm pretty sure some of it is his. Another unfriendly meta-human, Barry stated. Danton Black is a biogeneticist specializing in therapeutic cloning, Wells explained as he displayed Black's information on the monitor.
We're growing new organs to replace failing ones, Naruto explained as Barry looked perplexed. Caitlin stated, apparently Stag stole his research and then fired him. I saw Black create duplicates from his own body, Barry stated as he rose from his seat. It's kind of ironic, because the guy specialized in cloning and now he can make Xeroxes of himself, Cisco remarked. If he was experimenting on himself at the time when he was exposed to the dark matter wave released by the particle accelerator explosion.
Meet Captain Clone, Cisco stated, but Caitlin and Naruto thought the name sucked. Don't worry, I'll come up with something cooler, he said as the name came out of his mouth sounding stupid.
How about Multiplex? Offered Naruto. Yes, Multiplex. I've missed you, Cisco exclaimed. As he walks away, Barry sighs. Where are you going? Caitlin inquired as he returned his attention to the 4 of them. Joe was right, I'm in way over my head. Yeah, I'm fast, but I'm no warrior. Man, I couldn't even fight 1 metahuman, let alone 6, Barry stated as he motioned for him to leave. I understand, Barry, today was a setback, but any grand enterprise has them, and we can never learn to fly without crashing a few times, Wells tried to stop him. This wasn't a grand enterprise, Dr. Wells. This was a mistake. Besides, you have him, and he's pretty much shown he's my better in every way, Barry said before leaving, pointing to Naruto. Barry, I'm not perfect, Naruto began, pausing. I have problems, I make mistakes, hell, my best friend tried to kill me once, so we all have baggage, he continued, hating it when people assumed he was perfect. We all do, but you're faster, smarter, and stronger than me, and this city obviously needs GODSPEED more than the streak, Barry stated as he exited the cortex. It's all my fault, Naruto admitted as he sat down. No, Naruto, you have done nothing but try to help Barry, Harisson replied as Naruto was trying everything he could to help Barry. I was too pushy, I just woke up and took all of his space, both here and at his work, it's not my fault I pick up things quickly, or the fact my mom taught me how to fight, Naruto explained, not trying to appear pushy or invasive. People are still a complex species Naruto, what some see as help others see as an attack, Harisson said, pointing out that not everyone saw what someone was offering in the same light.
All I did was tease and annoy him because I was faster than him, Naruto replied, feeling like a jerk. Naruto, I've been wondering, something you don't have to answer right now, but why did you want to be a hero in the first place? When we asked you, you couldn't say yes fast enough, why is that? Wells inquired, giggling slightly at the image of Barry still being referred to as slow. Naruto smiled as he examined his hands. All my life, that's all I've wanted to do, from helping the homeless find homes, to helping people with their problems, and saving animals. That's all I've ever wanted to do, there wouldn't be any Naruto Uzumaki without this. Now I have a way to help people in a greater way than before. I guess I just got too excited, he said, as he had always acted on his impulses and instincts.
You are a good man, Naruto, better than most, Harisson stated as he wheeled Naruto out of the room.
Hey, Naruto, wanna help us with this? Caitlin inquired, presenting a blood sample she had taken from Barry's suit.
We're going to see how Multiplex clones himself, Cisco stated, excited to see how it worked. Naruto exclaimed as the three high-fived, dynamic trio on the case. Caitlin began exposing the blood to other proteins and other substances, and the blood quickly began to develop into a replica of Danton Black. Holy shit! Naruto exclaimed as he dashed over to the clone and noticed it wasn't moving or responding. We just grew a person, exclaimed Cisco. I know Cisco, and this is as close to a baby as you're going to get, Naruto remarked, prompting Caitlin to chuckle as the two high-fived.
Ha, ha, very amusing. I almost forgot to laugh. Cisco stated dryly.
Don't worry, I'm 90% sure I'll start the process of creating a person just for you soon. Caitlin blushed as her mind was overwhelmed with recollections, and she laughed a little. Do you have so little faith in my dating skills? Cisco smirked with pride. What are your dating skills? Caitlin inquired because she had witnessed Cisco flirt, which was a train wreck to witness. Ooh, the burn. Naruto smiled and said, why am I friends with you jerks? Cisco smiled as he appreciated these moments. Brain scan? Naruto inquired, his gaze fixed on them, knowing they were thinking the same thing. Brain scan. Caitlin and Cisco remarked as she watched a monitor as Cisco hooked up some headgear, scan complete, she said as she was impressed with how quickly all the equipment functioned. Call Barry, he needs to know what we've got. Naruto muttered as Caitlin dialed Barry's number. Agreed. As he wheeled into the cortex, well said. Barry dashed in and discovered Black's clone. Dude, it's okay, Naruto stated. No, it isn't, Black is here and doing nothing. Isn't that not him? Barry inquired. Why isn't it? Brain scans showed that involuntary motor functions are active, but little else. Caitlin stated, I knew he was going to ask that. Fill him in, Naruto instructed. By the way, I made these high-calorie protein bars to keep your metabolisms going. Cisco stated that he was carrying 2 of them. Better not end up like Ramen Cisco, or there will be words, Naruto stated as he set the protein bar down. When Joe discharged his gun, the clone began to move, and they all ducked for cover. Dude, what the hell? Naruto described himself as insane. Are there any more? Joe inquired as Barry arrived. No, Harisson answered as he arrived. The clone moved, which means Black made more and is using them, Barry realized. Stag Industries, Joe remarked as Naruto hurriedly dressed. Barry, you need to decide now whether to step up or get out of the way. Being a hero is not an easy decision, and if you give up this easily, how will you fight and stand up for others when the bad guy is going to kill innocents, Naruto said, noting the irony since Stag was not an innocent. Look, Barry, what Black has become, like Martin, is beyond my comprehension. Maybe even beyond them. But it's not impossible for you and him. I understand why you have to do this. So, for once in your life, do what I say. Go get him, Joe stated. Barry looks at Naruto, who extends his hand, and smirks as they link hands.
Let's go kick his ass. I swear the universe likes irony, Naruto thought as they got their suits on and sped off to Stag Industries and spotted the dozens of clones. Caitlin, these things aren't alive, right? He inquired.
Not in the sense of free will, but the original won't feel it, Caitlin compared the clones to drones. When they discovered Stag about to be shot, they rushed up the steps, grabbed him, and concealed him. Stay right here. Barry dashed into the lobby, seeing more clones. Look, we know that Stag stole your research, but that doesn't give you the right to murder. Barry stated that he believed in right and wrong, as well as due process. That's not what this is about, Barry, is it? This has absolutely nothing to do with your employment. As the Blacks leveled weapons at him, Naruto remarked as he walked out. What would your wife want? He questioned the clones, who were all crying. Would Elizabeth want you, the man she loved, to murder people in her name to justify your actions? He asked, because using someone's name to justify murder was never justice. Stop talking. Don't discuss things you don't comprehend. The Blacks stated that they were shooting their weapons, Naruto catching every bullet. What is he on about? And how about your wife? Barry asked, a little perplexed, before shifting to avoid gunshots. It turns out that Black had a wife. Cisco stated that he discovered Black's death a few months earlier when researching her personal information. She had a degenerative heart disease and had been on the transplant waiting list for years, but time was running out, so if I can't get her one, a Black clone struggled to say. You were gonna make her one, in realization, Barry said. Listen to me, I promise you Stag will face justice, Naruto stated, knowing how to bring justice to the woman. I was literally seconds away from saving her, until Stag stole my research so he could take credit for it, and now I had to bury my dearest friend. I'm completely alone. Listen, we all face loss, and I know it's painful, but that shouldn't stop you from living. If we try to live in the past, we lose our chance to create a future. Naruto stated this because he knew what it was like to lose someone you cared about. Black didn't say anything as he began manufacturing tons and tons of duplicates. Oh my shit. Naruto suggested that they move Barry up the stairs to put some distance between them and the clones. Barry, remember to look for the fatigued one. As the clones climbed the stairs, Naruto said. This is simply impossible. Barry stated that there were too many clones to choose from. No, it isn't. Nothing is out of the question, Barry. That was something you taught me. You can do it. Joe stated that he believes in Barry. The two turned around and observed one of the horde had tripped. That's it. That's the one. Naruto and Barry shouted this as they both delivered uppercuts to the top floor. Then they watched as the other Blacks started to fall. The two exchange high fives as they race up to the floor where the genuine Black was. We've got him, now what? Naruto inquired, peering out the window towards the city. Unbeknownst to them, Black awoke and raced at them as they turned back, forcing them to dodge as he passed through the glass, but his arms were stuck. Hang on. Barry stated that he was attempting to lift him up. No. As another arm began to emerge from Black's arms, he pleaded with them to let go. Don't. Naruto stated that he knew he was a kind man who made horrible decisions out of anguish. You promised Stag that he would face justice. Make sure he faces it, if not for me, then for my wife, Black muttered as he forced both heroes to let him go. They watch as he falls all the way to the street below, where his body lands on the concrete. The two exchange a melancholy gaze. Naruto dashed through the building before returning to STAR labs. After a few hours, they turn on the television and witness a news report about Black. I tried to save him, Barry explained. He doesn't seem to want to be saved. Some people, when they break, can never be repaired, Harisson explained. Some people heal faster than others. As Cisco gazed at Caitlyn, Barry murmured. I certainly hope so. Before looking at Naruto on the internet, Wells stated. What exactly are you doing? Harisson inquired of Naruto. Ruining Stag's reputation. Naruto stated this while ironically stealing Black's study from Stag and also filming Stag rubbing it in Black's face when he stole it and fired him. You are very vindictive, Harisson smirked. Asshole has it coming, and I'm going to carry on Black's work in honor of him and his wife, Naruto stated, explaining that this research was motivated by a great desire to help people. We might be the ones in suits doing all the running, but when I'm out there helping others, when we're making a difference, you're all there with me, I mean us, now. We were all struck by lightning after finally realizing something. Listen, Naruto, I'm sorry for how I was back in the lab and with everything. He apologized for his previous actions. It's cool, man, just know I've got your back and let me know if I'm getting too much. I'm sorry for teasing you about being slower. I had no idea I was being a jerk. Naruto said that he could be a little too much at times. How about we just say we're sorry and move on? Barry stated as the two men hugged. Anyways, I've got work to do. Naruto stated that he planned to spend the night decrypting Black's study. Good luck with that, man. Cisco stated that he had only a basic understanding of biology. Wish I could help. Caitlyn stated that she was going home to examine Barry and Naruto's cells. Don't worry, I've got help. As Naruto walked to his house to work, he didn't notice Harisson staring at him for a moment before fleeing. The following day, ramen? Cisco smirked as he observed Naruto's alertness. How does that work all of the time? Caitlyn laughed because Naruto had instant energy anytime ramen was mentioned. Anyway, no time for chit-chat, Dr. Wells wants to see you, Cisco replied solemnly. Okay. There better be cooked ramen when I get back, Naruto said as he hurried up to Harisson, watching him stare at him neutrally. We have just received an offer for you. Harisson maintained a neutral tone. From who? Naruto stated that he frequently received proposals from Caitlin's mother or Mercury Labs. Stag Industries. As Naruto stopped laughing, Harisson remarked, Simon Stagg was found dead, his daughter took control this morning. I don't think you did it, but I'd like a second opinion, he said. Naruto. Do you think I killed him? Naruto inquired, since he was not one for bloodshed, and if he was, he would have done it last night. No, that's not what I'm saying. I know you, Naruto, it's not in your nature to just murder someone. Harisson stated something he knew Naruto did not do because he did it himself. Oh my god, poor Sapphire, Naruto sighed. When do I have to meet her? He asked, since this wouldn't be enjoyable. She didn't necessarily say, but from the way she sounded in the message, it sounds like she could use a friend right now. As Naruto dashed away to Stag Industries, Harisson stated. A few moments later, I have an appointment with Sapphire Stag. My name is Naruto Namikaze, Naruto said to the front desk, surprised that the company was open while repairs were being done in the lobby. My name is Naruto Namikaze, he said as he was given the go-ahead to go up, and when he arrived at the top floor, he saw Sapphire working at her father's desk. Hi, he said, greeting Sapphire, who went to him and the two hugged. Hey, Naruto, I wish this was happening under better circumstances, Sapphire stated as she kissed Naruto on the cheek. Yeah, how have you been, Saf? Naruto asked as they walked back. I can't believe Daddy is no longer here. How am I going to manage all of this? Sapphire stated that while she knew how to operate the company because her father had been preparing her since she could talk, really doing it was a whole new experience for her. Well, you called me here, so that's a good start, Naruto attempted to cheer her up. Yeah, I just don't know if I can handle it all, Naruto. I'm not like you with your parents' company because you know what to do. I don't think I can do this. You can, Saf, Naruto assured her, but why did you call me over here in the first place? He wondered. Well, you're continuing Black's research, and a man my father screwed over royally last night died here, which doesn't paint a good picture, Sapphire stated, shaking. And after they found Daddy, stabbed, I just needed a friend to talk to and a shoulder to cry on, she added, slightly sobbing. Oh Saf, Naruto whispered as he embraced her as she sobbed. Who and why would go after Stag? If Black is no longer alive, who is? Naruto reasoned that because Stag enraged a large number of people, it could be any number of people. I promise you, Saf, I'm going to find out who did this, and you know Naruto Uzumaki keeps his word. Naruto stated that while he knew Stag was a jerk to everyone and committed numerous criminal acts, the one reality he did know was that the man adored his daughter. Naruto and Sapphire merely sat there talking, unknowing that two pairs of eyes were watching them. A woman from a few buildings distant glaring at them and something constantly changing in between different sources of stuff in the vents. You'll be mine, Sapphire, and no pretty blonde boy will stand in my way this time. Before disappearing, the entity in the vents said. Your son has officially piqued my interest in more ways than one, the woman added, softly licking her lips. He does it to all women, and I've come to accept it. On the phone with the woman, Kushina sighed. He reminds me of you, Al-Karmazi Almat, the woman murmured as she walked away. Do you know how much I despise the name Nissa? I'm no longer known as Scarlet Death, as that moniker died when I quit the League of Assassins. Kushina mentioned this after leaving the League and meeting Minato years ago. After all, not many people can give my father a workout, and almost none of them are women, but he is obsessed with his heir being a man. Nissa stated that her father may have his sights set on someone recently. I can't abandon my family, you know that. Kushina stated that her family was her most important priority. Nissa sighed as she had no experience with strong family relationships, but Kushina was the only person she considered family because her sister was someone she wanted dead and she didn't have a close relationship with her father. Nissa, my door is always open to you, Kushina said with a sad smile as she wanted Nissa to know and accept the offer but knew she wouldn't give up the League so easily. Don't think I haven't noticed the way you've been looking at Naruto, she said as she could tell Nissa was less disgusted by him than most people she stalked and occasionally killed. I don't know what you're talking about. Nissa blushed as she hung up the phone. Because she plays both sides, she is definitely the apple that fell far from the tree. Then again, so do pretty much all of Naruto's females. Kushina chuckled, noting that Nissa was nothing like Talia or Roz. To be continued.
That's it for this podcast. Thanks for listening to this video. I hope you did enjoy the part of the story, and if you did, like, share, subscribe, and thank you all for help and support, and have a great day.